Trading for him.
You know, new polls of the general electorate in 3 swing states out this morning. Donald Trump unpopular in all of them. Trump has negative ratings of almost 2-to-1 in Iowa, Virginia, and Colorado, but there's more to it than that. Because former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton's numbers in those same states are not much better, only in Virginia are her approval ratings significantly higher than Trump's.
Wow. Wait, that's among the general electorate. Hillary Clinton is upside down by 23 points in Iowa?
I think we kind of missed a lead here.
Hillary is upside down by 23 in Iowa. She's upside down by 9 in Virginia, which she has to win. She's upside down by 23 in Colorado. And Mika, I think we just, in that one snapshot, has shown, and I'm sure Jeb Bush's isn't much better, why somebody out of, I was going to say left field, he's not left field or right field, why somebody like Donald Trump attacking politicians is actually getting support. Those numbers, I think you're right. I think we did bury the lead. If everybody is saying that that Donald Trump is never going to get the nomination, and everybody thinks Hillary Clinton is going to get the nomination, put those numbers up again.
Oh, well, we'll put them up again.
Those numbers
Jonathan has something to say, and then I've got the latest Q polls head-to-head. Real quick, Jonathan.
Well, the Washington Post poll
and let's bring in Chuck Todd as well.
Okay.
But the Washington Post poll yesterday showed that 62% of those surveyed said that they would never vote for Donald Trump for president.
Okay.
So I mean, we have to throw that into the conversation when we're talking about the unfavorable numbers.
The story here is about Hillary, and that's what we're a little bit. Chuck Todd is with us as well.
So and Mika. So yes, let us assume that everybody around the table is right. That all of our guests this morning are right, and that Donald Trump is never going to be relevant. So let's assume that. Let's say you guys are all right. Doesn't matter what people say about Donald Trump. What matters is you look at these polls. If everybody around the table says Hillary's going to be the Democratic nominee, what, Chuck Todd, if Chuck's there, Chuck, what does the Democratic Party do about numbers like this in Iowa, Virginia, and other important swing states? Colorado, for God's sake.
Joe, I was just having this conversation with our own staff yesterday. If it wasn't for Donald Trump, the biggest story of the summer would be Hillary Clinton's problems solidifying herself inside the Democratic Party. It would be it would be the Bernie Sanders boomlet. It would be this issue of, what we're seeing here, I think, is both parties are seeing its populist base flex its muscles in different ways. Trump is tapping into it. I kind of think we need to move on from Trump, the personality, and focus more on the people that are attracted to Trump. That is an important story. We can, look, we've all tried to sit there and be, it's people that have felt marginalized by a lot of things, Joe. They have felt marginalized by this economy. They have felt marginalized by the political establishment. They have felt marginalized by the media. So guess what? When we marginalize Donald Trump, they sit there and say, just like me.
Right.
And in an odd way, it helps them. Going back to Hillary Clinton, look, this also fits another pattern of hers. Whenever she's been out front as the face of the Democratic Party, her numbers have gone down. Yeah. They always have. Whenever she has been the focal point. When she has been...
Why is that, Chuck?
You could just simply say she doesn't wear well.
Yeah.
When she was when Bill Clinton was the face, and she would see her numbers go up as sort of a supportive spouse or a victim. When Barack Obama was president and she was Secretary of State, she was praised and viewed nicely by the public as sort of an operator that didn't embarrass the country, as Secretary of State and, stayed above the fray. Whenever she has been front and center, candidate in 07, Barack Obama surpasses her, and here she is again.
So let's look at exactly those 3 critical swing states. Clinton loses across the board to Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker, Florida Senator Marco Rubio, and former Governor Jeb Bush. Clinton performs worse.
Okay, what's happened? Mika, what's happened in this short period of time? What's happened?
I'm not done. Clinton performs worst in Iowa and Colorado, where she is down by sizable margins. Scott Walker performs best of the three candidates matched against her. And in Virginia, Clinton keeps the margins closer but is still trailing. Shockingly, the poll finds Bernie Sanders performing nearly as well as Clinton and even better against Jeb Bush in Iowa and Colorado, to Chuck's point. Joe.
Yeah, you know, Mika, what I've always told people that if following up on a David Brooks column I saw a couple months ago, and everybody was talking about, oh, the presidential races are always going to go Democratic because of demographics. David Brooks wrote a great article saying, well, no, it's actually a toss-up. And then I started looking at the Electoral College, and Chuck, I guess I'll go to you on this one. I say, if you consider Mitt Romney the low point of the Republican Party, take all the states that Mitt Romney won. Put those in the Republican camp, because Republicans are probably going to win those after 8 years of a Democratic president. And then you just add Florida, Virginia, and Ohio, and suddenly you've got Republicans three electoral votes away from winning the White House. And that's where states like Colorado come in. That's where states like New Mexico come in. It's just, it's Democratic strategists have to be looking at these numbers. And I guess you're right, thanking God for Donald Trump right now.
Well, no, it is. And look, you brought up, there are two ways to look at your map you just brought up, Joe. That is amazing, by the way, that you could carry all the Mitt Romney states and a Republican could carry Florida, Ohio, and Virginia and still not get to 270. Let's think about that a minute. That shows you why there is right now an Electoral College advantage for the Democrats simply because of some of those states that have gone 5-6 times in a row. But to your point, to your larger point here about Colorado and Iowa, you know, 4 years ago, Obama's numbers in Colorado and Iowa were worse there than in any of the other swing states in the summer before the campaign started. He eventually improved those. Now, is that Barack Obama coalition that figured that out? Is that Mitt Romney that lost Iowa and lost Colorado rather than Obama won them? I don't know, but I would just throw that out there as just a cautionary note that I think Colorado and Iowa are very unstable swing states, meaning I think they're very volatile and could go either way.